Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've been doing well. Today's video is going to be all about my colorful bags. So I will say that most of my collection does veer very much towards neutrals. I have a lot of black bags. That's probably the color that I have the most. And I think I did a black bag collection video fairly recently, so I will link to that if you guys missed it. But today I wanted to focus on all my bags that have colors. I also have a fair amount of neutrals and some sparkly metallic bags. So those will not be in today's video. Today's video is going to be mostly blue because I think for my colorful bags, blue is definitely the color that I have the most. And I do have some pinks and then one green bag to show you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first bag I have to show you guys is this green bag. This is the only green bag I have in my collection, and this is a Bottega Veneta crossbody bag. I am blanking on the actual official name of this bag, so if I can find it, I will mention it down below so you guys can see, but it is in their classic green color. And what I liked about this bag is that it's very unique and different. It's Bottega Veneta, but it's not really a bag that you see very often. At least I personally have never seen this on the streets or in real life anywhere else. And I'm actually not even sure if this is a popular style for them because it's one that I really haven't seen. I will say when I first got this bag, I really liked it a lot. I was a little bit nervous about how much wear I would get out of it just because this is a little bit out of my comfort zone. I definitely veer more towards black bags or blue bags, and I would say mostly my wardrobe is kind of pastels and neutrals, so I don't wear a ton of bright colors. I do have some brighter colored blouses that I will wear occasionally. I do say that for a mini bag, it fits a lot, which is what I really like about it. And let's open it up for you guys. I still have the tags in here. I did purchase this from Matches Fashion, and I think I used an Amex offer, so I got a little bit of money off of retail. And I just really, really like how comfortable it is to use. There are definitely times when I want to be a little bit more cognizant of the bag that I'm carrying, and I want something that's a little bit more low key and not super recognizable in terms of designers. And I do feel like Bottega Veneta is definitely kind of a if you know, you know kind of bag. And obviously it depends because some styles are more recognizable than others, but I do think that this particular bag is kind of like a if you know, you know. And obviously there are no logos anywhere, nothing that screams Bottega Veneta, doesn't say it anywhere on the bag. So for that reason, I do kind of want to keep this bag around a little bit because one, I have nothing like it in my collection. Two, I just like that it's very different. And three, that it is just not super logo driven. So I do think that this kind of unique shape and color just it can really make an outfit pop. I would say the most common way I'm wearing this bag is if I'm wearing like an all black outfit and I want something to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit and just kind of make it pop. I will add this bag as a pop of color and it just can really make your outfit look a little bit different, which is nice. I'm trying to look over some wear and tear. I don't really see any wear and tear, to be honest. There might be like a slight little, it's not a scratch, but just a very, very faint little mark on the leather right here, but it's kind of hard to tell because it's washed out a little bit on camera. It's very, very faint. You can only see it if you're looking for it. Other than that, I don't really see any wear and tear. This isn't an everyday bag for me, but I still really like this bag, and mostly just because it's just very unique and different. So we are moving on to the pink bags now, and this is my Loewe puzzle bag in the small. Let me try to move back a little bit so you guys can see it. And this is the small size in the old version, so it does have the feet and it does have the thicker strap. So the new small does not have this thick of a strap. And I have to say, I got this from Fashionphile last year and I absolutely love it. This was probably one of my favorite Fashionphile finds. This has been such a great bag and I just absolutely adore Loewe and the puzzle bag. I love this color. It's just such a fun pop of color. And again, this is kind of the bag that you can wear with an all black outfit and just have this bag as a way to make the outfit pop a little bit. I do have a lot more pinks in my wardrobe, so this is a bag that I would say is a little bit easier for me to style personally than the green Bottega. But yeah, I don't know. I just love the puzzle bag. I have nothing bad to say about it. I have done a dedicated video on this bag, so I will link to that if you are curious. And I also have another pink bag in here, which is this gorgeous mini Evelyn in this beautiful, beautiful pink color. I got this in Japan last year, and this has just been such a great little bag. It is a mini crossbody bag that can fit all your essentials, and Yeah, I think it's just such a fun pop of color. The mini Evelyn, I think, is just such a great casual everyday bag. It's definitely a little bit on the smaller side, so that is something I've had to be mindful of, I would say. I think one thing I've learned over the past couple years is that mini bags are just a little bit harder for me to use on an everyday basis. So these are definitely more like going out bags, or, if I'm just like going out to meet my friends really quickly. Because I live in a city and because I don't own a car, I do really need to carry more things around with me on a daily basis. I have learned that I need to stop buying mini bags essentially. However, I do really love this bag and the color of this bag, so I don't really have any intentions of letting this go. But there's just something about this color that I absolutely love. And the Evelyn has always been a style that I've liked, but it wasn't until I saw it in this color that I was just like, I need to have this bag. So this is my second pink bag in my collection. And the third and final pink bag I have in my collection is the Bottega Veneta Mini Jodi. And I love this bag. I actually just used it earlier this week. And I have to say, it's definitely not the most practical bag. You can only really carry it handheld or in the crook of your arm, but it is such a stylish bag. Like, it can really elevate any outfit. And I also just really love this light pink color. Bottega does have a mini Jodi in a light blue color that I am so tempted to get, but I really can't justify getting that one because I don't think I use this style enough to justify having the same bag in two different colors. And while that's something I'm not opposed to, I definitely do have similar bags in different colors, but they're either different sizes or they are bags that I use enough to kind of justify having two of the same style in a different color. And as much as I love the light blue one, I just don't think I use this style enough to justify getting the second one. But I have to say, I've been very, very tempted. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about this bag that I feel like is so stylish. Like, definitely not the most practical, but just makes my heart sing. And I really like this light pink color. Let me show you guys all the pinks together. So you can see that this is definitely more of a fuchsia, has a lot of purple undertones, and this is a light pink. And this one is kind of in between. It's definitely not as purpley as the Loewe is, but it definitely is a brighter pink. And then let me compare these two together so you can see. So yeah, you can see the purple really comes out in the Loewe and the pink really stands out in the Evelyn. Okay, we are moving on to blue bags now, and this is the brightest blue bag I have, and this is a Celine box bag, and I absolutely love this bag. The color, I think, is officially called Lagoon. This was another fantastic Fashionphile find. I know Fashionphile definitely marks up their Chanel's and Hermes, but I'm telling you, if you really search for the brands that aren't Chanel and Hermes, like Celine, Loewe, and a few others, I do think that you can find really, really incredible deals. I know obviously Fashionphile really marks up their Chanel and Hermes bags for sure, but I think that if you do search for some of the brands that aren't as super popular or don't retain their value for whatever reason, Celine and Loewe, for example, I have found these to be really, really good deals and saved a ton off of retail. So yeah, I think that it's definitely worth searching around. If you're looking for something super popular like a Chanel or Hermes, definitely be expected to pay premium. But if you're looking for something that's a little bit more under the radar, I think you can find really good deals. So this is a bag that I absolutely love. I love how understated it is. It's another like if you know you know kind of bag. It does have this accordion style where it kind of comes out a little bit and there are dividers. I do kind of have a love-hate relationship with the capacity of this bag and the dividers in general. I kind of wish that it didn't have the dividers because I think that I could fit a little bit more. So this is a bag where I do need to downsize a little bit, and it's definitely more of like a going out evening bag for me, or just meeting up with my friends for a drink or something like that. There's no back pocket, so it's totally smooth on the back side. I do really like the style a lot. I really like how understated it is, and the color is probably one of my favorite things about this bag. Next, I have the boy bag, and I have a video on this, so I will link to that if you missed it. This I almost didn't include in the colorful bag video collection just because it is a little bit more muted. It does come off on camera to be more gray. I will say in real life, it's a little bit of a bluish gray, like a misty blue type color, but I did decide to go ahead and include this. I love this bag, you guys. I haven't worn it a ton, but I do feel like it's very, very stylish, and I really like how easy it is to use. The open top right here, where it does have a magnetic closure, but there's no zipper or anything, and you can just fit a ton in here with the way that it's shaped. It's just this like little cube that kind of, when you fold it up, looks like a dumpling. So you can see this comes down a little bit, and it kind of creates that little dumpling shape, which I love. This does kind of remind me a little bit of the Mini Lindy. Obviously, they're very different and the price point is so, so different. But one thing about the Mini Lindy, even though I've always loved the look of the bag, I always thought that maybe getting in and out of the bag would be kind of cumbersome, and you don't have that problem with this bag. It's so easy to get in and out of, and it does come with a longer strap, which I keep tucked in here, so you can wear it on the shoulder as well. And you can also move this, so you can undo this. So you can see this comes off, and then if you twist it and rehook it, and you can carry it like this, which I just think is so cute. So this is a boy wonton bag, and it's very, very adorable. My next blue bag is the Prada Raffia tote, and I got this last year for a trip to Hawaii, and I have to say, I absolutely love this bag. It is the perfect vacation bag. I actually did take this on my recent trip to Italy and France, and I used it almost every day because it is so practical to use. It is perforated, so you can kind of see through a little bit, but the perforations aren't super big, so I haven't had any issues with stuff falling out. I think maybe if you had a pen that's floating around, maybe be careful about that, but everything I have is kind of in pouches or in my wallet or something, so I didn't have a problem using this bag. My one gripe about it is that I will say that I don't think it is super durable. The handles, for me, there is definitely, I'm showing a lot of wear on the handles where the raffia portion is coming out a little bit. Might be hard to tell, but yeah, like, I don't know if you guys can see that right there. So yeah, the handles do look a little worse for wear, which is kind of disappointing considering how expensive this bag is. That being said, it is a raffia bag. It's not a leather bag. The other summer bag that I have that's kind of similar to this is my raffia Loewe tote, but the handles are in leather. So I would say that if you are looking for a raffia bag, I still recommend them. I think they're great for summertime and great for travel, but I would probably choose one that has not raffia handles. So I would choose one like the Loewe one. I think the Chloe one also, the handles are canvas. So that is my one super disappointing thing about this bag, and one thing that I would definitely keep an eye out for if you were considering this is just be careful about the wear on the handles. Next, we have the Givenchy Pandora, and this is probably one of the oldest bags I have in my collection. I got this at a crazy deal at last call Neiman Marcus, like, gosh, it has to be at least 10 years at this point. And when I first got it, it was probably one of the few designer bags I had, so I wore it constantly. I wore it a ton. And I think this is a really great city bag because it can fit a lot and it's very easy and comfortable to carry, so you can just put it over your shoulder like this. You also have this longer crossbody strap right here. I would say that I don't think that this bag is super popular anymore. I just haven't seen it very much, but I'm also not really the kind of person that is super into trends. Obviously, I definitely kind of pay attention to trends, and if there's something I like, I will try to incorporate it into my wardrobe. But if a bag that used to be super popular isn't popular anymore, that doesn't really deter me from using it. As long as it's still practical and as long as I personally like it, I will still use it. I would say I haven't used this bag a ton lately, but that doesn't really have anything to do with its lack of popularity or anything. It's just that my bag collection in 10 years has grown a ton, and so I just have a lot more choices when it comes to figuring out what bag I'm going to use for that day or for that week. And so I would say that's probably the main reason why I don't use this bag a ton, but I still use it occasionally, still really like it. I still think it's a very comfortable, everyday, easy grab and go bag, especially if you're someone like me who lives in a city and you walk a lot everywhere and you just need to carry more things with you. And last but not least, I have this gorgeous, gorgeous Lady Dior in the small size, and this is in the blue ombre colorway, as you can see. So I'm going to try to bring it up close so you guys can see how beautiful this ombre is. The ombre kind of comes across the side like that, and oh my gosh, you guys, this is probably one of the prettiest bags I own. I love this bag. I will say this size, the biggest con about this is that it's not the most practical size. I think the medium is better because you can fit a little bit more. This one, I just love it. I know, it's just something about it that I absolutely love. I think it's such a special bag, and every time I've worn it, it just makes me so happy. I love the silhouette of the Lady Dior. Yeah, I would say the biggest con about this is just the size. For the size of it, you would think that it could fit more, but it doesn't really. And because it's a very structured bag, you can't really stuff it. So that is the biggest con for me about this bag, but everything else about it I love so much that I just can't even think about parting ways with this bag. And it does come with a longer strap, so you can wear it crossbody. So that's good. You do have multiple ways to wear this bag. I personally think it looks really, really good handheld. If you are wearing like a little bit of a dressier outfit and you just wear this handheld, I think that is just like so, so pretty. So that is it, you guys. Those are all my colorful bags. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and would give this video a thumbs up, I would really, really appreciate it. And if you would also subscribe to my channel, that would really mean a lot to me. If you have any questions about any of these bags, definitely let me know in the comments and I will do my best to respond. And other than that, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.